Hello, and welcome to this month's What's That? I am Denise Lester, and I'm your case manager here at Easter Seals in our Resource and Technology Demonstration Center at 61 Corporate Circle, Newcastle, Delaware. Today, we're going to talk about assistive technology for people who have a spinal cord injury. The first thing I want to show you is this swivel disc. Just want you to be able to see it. So this is the top of it, the back of it. It looks exactly the same, but it can actually swivel. It can go in a big circle. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you. If I need assistance for getting up from a chair, or I was going to be transferring to a different surface, when I would stand up, my feet would be on it, and a person would be in front of me. As they turn, this just swivels right around. So then you don't have to, I don't have to move my legs to be able to get to the next place I want to go. So this is a transfer board that swivels. I'm also going to show you this lovely lady in her wheelchair. What she has on that's around her neck is a universal cuff. It's a hands-free cuff. So you can put it around your neck like she did. And what this thing does, it helps you be able to have your hands free so you can work on your tablet or you can work on your cell phone. You can get them to do both. So that's a nice, it's a nice app for you guys to be able to do that. She also has this board on her lap. It's a lap tray. So this is very nice. On the back of it, it's like a beanbag material. So it's really soft on your legs, but it's a hard top surface. So when you go to put your drink on it, it's not, and if you're being pushed around in the chair, it's not going to fall off. So now it's actually able to be more stable, so you can actually sit and enjoy your meal while you're with your family. This right here is a wheelchair blanket. It's nice and fluffy, and it has straps at the top, but it's not super long, so it's not dragging on the ground, and it's just the perfect size to keep you warm and cover your legs and cover your lap. I want to show you this here as well. This is a giraffe cup, all right? But what's special about this is this unique straw. So it's sitting in its holder. Put it back in its holder. So let's just say that I can't use my hands all the time to pick up the cup to bring it to me. I can actually use this adaptive straw, and I can put it at different angles to be able to adjust it, so I can then just put my mouth right onto the rubber hose here, and then I'll be able to drink. So I can be more independent, and I don't need somebody feeding me anything. The second thing I'm going to show you, I can say second, is our, this is a adapted skirt. You can probably hear a beep. I'm not sure if you can hear it. This right here, I'm going to skip for you. This right here is a chair alarm, or it can also be a bed alarm. And when you're sitting on it, it doesn't make a noise. But when you take your weight off of it, it alarms someone to let them know that they are up and moving around. And you'll keep hearing the beep until you actually turn it off right here on this control. So now it should be quiet for us. So what I wanted to show you here is this skirt. It's a very nice little wraparound skirt, but if I turn it around, you'll see it's open in the back. And so if you have a spinal cord injury, you don't want to have a lot of material that you're sitting on, because it can help cause some bed sores, or it just can cause, it can be irritating to your skin. So you can just put on like a pair of leggings, so you don't have as much to wear, but it can actually be still very pretty, and you can still wear your skirts and your dresses if you wanted to. They also make some pants. These are pants by Adrian. So these are nice pants as well. What's nice about them is they're Velcro. You can just unvelcro them to be able to pull them on and pull them off, and then it's very easy to just push it right back in place and it hooks. But you can probably see the front is lower than the back, and they were made for that. Because most of the time when you sit down in your chair, sometimes your pants can go down. So then your pants in the back arm is lower than the front. So this makes it nice to keep your backside covered a little bit more when you're sitting. We will have time at the end to ask questions if anyone has a question. All right, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to move our little lamp here for a second. I'm going to show you some different things. This is It's a clear cup. I don't know if you can see it real well, but this is something that you can put on the table that's non-skid, and it's not going to move all over the place, and it'll hold your cup in place for you. So if I put my cup in it, where it's holding it for me, and then I can reach it without it tipping over. But on this particular cup, we have a straw holder. I'm not sure if you're able to see that super well, but it has several different holes in it. So all you do is you clip it onto your cup. And it's adjustable here. So you can have it whichever angle you might need it for your straw. You put your straw in it. So you might need it at a higher angle, or you might need it at a little bit lower angle, so you'll be able to drink from your straw. Also, when you're eating sometimes, things can kind of go all over the place while you're eating. This is a placemat. It's called a Dyson placemat. So it's a little bit of a sticky top, not super sticky, but it's sticky enough to hold something so it's not going to move for you. And it's also rubber on the bottom, so when you put it down on the tray, it's not moving. So that's a Dyson placemat. It's like a universal hand control thing. What it does, it helps you be able to, there's a button on here, it helps, if you unhook the button, it actually makes it wider. So you could put a spoon, a fork, a pencil, whatever you need inside of this. You pull this nice and tight, hook it in place, and then you can actually, right now it's going to be used as a writing utensil. So you could actually pop off the ink, tap off the tap, and then you'll be able to start writing. This makes it easier for you to be able to hold on, because sometimes the pen or the marker is actually too thin, and you need a little bit bulkier grip. So this is a nice grip for you. I want to show you this as well. This is a tablet and obviously a keyboard, but this is a hands-free one. So if you sit this up on the table, you don't have to hold it in your lap or anything like that. But what's nice with this as well is if you're sitting in a wheelchair, you could put it on your lap tray, and just say that you are not able to use your hands very well. So this is a pointer stick. So it can go out as far as you need it to or not. But with this particular one, you would put it in your mouth and bite down on these plastic sticks, and then it's a pointer for your mouth. So you could be biting down on it, and you could be hitting the buttons to pick what you want to be doing, or you can be hitting the keys to be able to type a message for yourself. So, because a lot of times, depending on your spinal cord injury, if it's higher, you might not be able to use your hands, so you have to find another way to communicate, or if you want to just do some recreational things, so this might be a good item for you guys. This here is an adapted, this is a fan, it's a misting fan, and we have an adapted base for you, but we have it set up like as using this adaptive tool. You hit it, and it'll start it. It'll get it to start. This one has this fan is particular, so you can hit the button to make it go faster, slower, or just turn it off. So yes, this is a bumpy koosh ball switch. Woo. All right. As we move on, if you do have a spinal cord injury, this book here is by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. It's Paralysis Resource Guide. This is a really good book that has a lot of information in it from explaining about spinal cord injuries and the processes that you're going to be going through. It starts off like, when you're in the hospital, how to manage your health, if you're traveling, different things about if you were in the military in the past, what you can do. So this is a really nice book that can actually be helpful, educational, and have lots of resources for you to review. I'm going to show you this one too. This is our dog, nice, soft little dog right here. And what we have set up that he can bark, he can talk, he can not talk, but he can bark and he makes sounds that can help occupy you. And there's also an adapted pet feeder. So if you can't get down and feed your dog every day, you can get someone to set it up for you, and you can set it up to just dispense a certain amount of dog food for your dog. I'm also going to show you this adaptive gardening tool. So this here is a rake, and it comes with a universal cuff. Okay, so you just connect these two, and then you can put your arm in here. So this is going to give you stability at your arm. You got a nice hand grip, and then you could actually be doing your gardening if you want. And I'm going to show you one more tool. This one here is a pool stick. You still want to be able to play pool if that's something that you've always done. Just because you might have a spinal cord injury in a wheelchair, you're not able to, you can still do it. But what's nice about this one, it's been adapted. So there's a button right here. I'm going to push this button, and I want you to watch this end right here. So I'll put my finger at the end and watch. It just pushes right out. So it's a spring-loaded pool cue. And then you can just push it down if you want, and it goes back in place. So if you still want to do those activities, there are adaptive items out there. So with Easter Seals, we have a ton of different items in here. This is just a little bit that we have. You can come to Easter Seals. You can get a tour here at our office, so you can see what we have. You can, at any time if you want to, you can come. You can also get a virtual tour. We also have on our website that if you give us a call, we have cameras that we can actually, you'd be sitting at home, and then you can see what's going on in here, so you don't have to leave your own home.